Hello. We are back with some more Exturna University, finally. Sleepy and Zed, can you guys introduce yourselves?
I'm Zed.
No, you're Sleepy. Please don't do this!
You told me to introduce myself. You didn't
You're
say
not
how.
Zed. You're gonna confuse people.
I'm sleepy.
I'm
Zed, introduce yourself.
I am Zed. Hello.
Damn, I really
Don't
wish
steal
you'd
my
said I'm
identity ever again.
What are you gonna do to stop
And,
me?
we're gonna do Exturna University. We still got fucking Zed's shit post from last time.
You do?
Yes.
Where?
I'm gonna
Fuck.
fucking-
On stream.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh yeah, the birds.
Oyster vacuum.
Oyster vacuum.
Which vacuum?
Oh. Program's lagging out. Okay. Anyway, let's slide everything back into place. So, when we left off, hang on. Forgive me, I'm a little bit nervous. Well, when we left off, your two characters, Izumo, played by Zed, and Dexter Collins, played by Sleepy, had both awoken within Exturna University with, sorry, adjusting my mic, with no idea how you got here, with no idea how you got here, learned that you would be expected to spend the next 30 years of your life here learning, that the staff members seem to be former students, that the classes are basically a take-at-your-own-pace situation with yearly tests, that can result in expulsion if you fail. And you've met your roommates Joshua and Lex. So, where last episode it actually closed off was Izumo, because he can fly, flying straight up in the air to look over the walls in the distance, and realizing that all he could see was miles upon miles upon miles of forest. Meanwhile, down on the ground, Dexter is with their roommate Lex, who seems to be mildly distressed at having seen Izumo just fly up in the air. Gesundheit. Comes out smooth.
Thank you. It really does.
But yeah, Lex seems to be in mild distress at having seen Izumo fly straight up into the air, several stories above all the buildings.
I'm gonna like land and be like, wow, that's a lot of forest.
Wait. What's over the wall? He seems like shocked that you just did that.
Forest? Oh no. Am I in trouble?
I don't know. No one's ever been able to fly here before.
Really?
Really?
I'm
Wait
gonna
a
look at
minute.
him. Really?
No one, not a soul.
For real?
No one I've ever known.
No, but then again, there is a possibility that, they were,
Murdered in a back alley street.
is that what's about to happen to me?
I'll warn you for 20 seconds.
You pretend you guys didn't see that, please. I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Oh god, hang on. Can you guys turn up your volume on your end a little bit? Because you're a little bit quiet, I've realized. And I cannot physically turn you up any more than I have.
I'm like, this is as much as I can go.
Okay.
Sorry.
Hopefully it's fine. Sleepy?
Yes.
Did you shut up your
What?
thing?
Huh?
Did you not hear what I just said?
No, I was looking at my character sheet. I thought you were talking to Zed.
I'd asked if you guys could turn up your volume ever so slightly, just to make sure that you could be heard
Oh.
well.
Is this better, sir?
Yeah, that should be good.
Okay.
Because I realize my volume is much higher than your guys' volume. Actually, I'm gonna turn myself down just a teeny bit. There we go. Now we shall be regulated around the same level. Because the last thing I want is for one of us to be, like, a lot quieter than another. Anyway, so... Yeah, the guy had said that he'd never met anybody who could fly, or Lex had said he'd never met anybody here who could fly, and you said, like, something about back alley comment, Zed?
I said something about hide me, don't tell on me, don't snitch.
Yeah,
Please don't tell on me. You didn't see this.
It's fine. He seems like a little bewildered. And he's like, how's about I give you guys, I help show you... Oh, wait. Did you get showed around by him last time? You did, didn't you?
I mean, a little bit.
Yeah, he started
Yes.
showing you guys around, and then you bumped into him. So he hadn't given... Yeah.
Show you the world.
He's like, huh. Yeah. But he's just like, well, you guys are gonna want to start taking classes tomorrow and everything.
Unfortunately.
How's
No,
about... Or have you guys eaten yet today? Are you hungry at all? We can go get some food.
yeah, I could eat. What's this guy's name again?
Lex, he's your roommate.
I'm just gonna go, hey,
alright,
Lex, I
to-
do have a question.
Actually, real quick, to re-describe Lex's appearance for people, he is, around, like, 7'2", very broadly built, and has, like, almost luminously orange hair that's cut really short, like, close to his head. He's Caucasian, green eyes. Yeah. Do you guys want to describe yourselves again?
I am a classic anime protag with red hair and blue eyes.
But you know, furries. I'm making a bird.
He's a bird man, bird boy.
Specifically a crow. Also, I'm not doing that thing where my hands are also wings. The wings are going on the back of my...
We actually have some reference
Back.
imagery of him, right here, made by the artist himself.
Oh yes, my very, very good art. Look.
This is so. I'm sure you all have a perfect idea of what he looks like in your head now, thanks to that.
I spent $80 just to create this, you know.
Yeah, he put a lot of time and effort into it.
Well,
Anyway.
so much time and effort.
Anyway, so, he starts, like, lead you guys off towards the cafeteria area where you've already been, and as he does, he sort of, like, puts his arm over your shoulder, Dexter, and, like, pulls you a little bit close. And, like, he whispers, like,
gay.
he whispers to you,
Hey, mama, let me whisper in your ear.
do you think he can be trusted?
Who?
The bird.
What makes you think he couldn't?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people here who would tell on others who are trying to escape in order to get good with the staff.
What makes you think he's like that?
I don't know. He just seems a little, out there. Camera pans over to Izumo, who I'm sure is doing some weird shit in the background.
Hey, do you think... Hey, wait, is Joshua here?
No.
Or no? Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna be, like, behind you guys asking, like, hey, do you think they have granola bars? And how many do you think I can fit in my bird mouth?
I think this man will lead us to safety. He is our Messiah.
Do you think some of them could have race?
He is our Messiah, dude.
Our Messiah.
Or maybe I've been tricked into thinking that raisins are good.
He is Moses, and we're but the humble Jewish slaves in Egypt, and he will lead us to the promised land.
You.
Lex seems a little, just like, huh. He's like,
Anyway, I have a question for you.
yeah.
I want to get closer to the wall.
Don't worry about that right now.
I'm gonna put my arm around his shoulders, and then closer. I want to get close to the wall.
We'll talk more tonight. For now, it's
Good
best to
answer.
avoid asking too many questions out in the open. Like I said, there's a lot of prying ears who'd like to get in good with the staff.
Why can't they just pass their test and shut up?
You guys are really good at making friends. You guys are already like at the stage where you guys can like touch each other.
I'm gonna let go of this man.
Am
He
I
does the
ruining
same.
Your friendship. Is this interrupting anything? You know,
No.
Is there such a thing as being a third wheel best friend?
Yes, but it's
You're-
not you.
You're fine.
Hey, do you think that they have snickerdoodles? And how wide do you think they are? Do you think I could fit like a 12-inch diameter one in my mouth?
With that,
Only one way to find out.
hey, you know what?
Wait,
Hang on.
horizontally or vertically?
I'm gonna give
we
each of
could
you.
run tests. We can run tests.
I'm gonna just go ahead and give both of you a token.
We are supposed to discover more of ourselves, you know.
We're about to discover Bird
Ah,
Boy's
college.
sexual orientation.
A time of experimentation, discovery.
Oh yes, I am cookie sexual.
Cookie sexual.
Give me your internet cookies.
Isn't that what Cookie Monster is?
Y'all, I'm about to look up something I really shouldn't.
Oh no. So anyway, I said it's good a moment as any to.
Hey, do you know what cookie stands for?
What?
No.
Vagina.
Hey yo, baby, let me get a bite of that cookie.
Yo, dude, I wanna. Yeah, that's really it.
Would you like some frosting on your cookie, babe?
It's time to switch Izumo over to the corn dog.
Need some
diet.
chocolate ice cream with your cookie?
Mm.
How about popsicle instead? You know, like it's like a popsicle of Izumo, and because like he's a crow, but he also like has eyes. You know, like his eyes could be like lemon gumdrops, but then the rest of him is just like black licorice flavored ice.
So anyway, let's continue forward to the scene that was supposed to be happening in the first session, but you guys spent 2 hours to like just meandering
Doing
about.
nothing.
Yeah, dude.
Sorry.
I'm not sorry at all.
No, it's okay. No, that's the fun thing about sort of like mystery-ish campaigns. The players will latch on to the most random shit for hours. It's why you don't need red herrings.
We'll find our own.
Exactly. That's actually, I've seen like the Call of Cthulhu creators have said that has a rule. Never put red herrings in your mystery campaigns, because the players will make their own. So if you put in your own, that's just even more to confuse them. But, anyway. So, we're basically gonna cut through, like, the rest of the day spent sort of getting your bearings around the campus grounds, like, learning the layout, which, again, I'm gonna go ahead and just, on the map, there's the labels of the different sections. So the four corners of the academy, you guys are in the bear quadrant, which has a statue of a bear right here, where I'm sort of hovering my cursor. Like near the dormitories, and then there's the crow quadrant, which has a crow statue. Further down there is the squid quadrant, and then there's the man quadrant, or the human quadrant specifically. But people call it the man for short. and it's got a statue of a knight.
What a dumb fucking thing.
Oh.
And you know, every single like hall seems to have their own statues as well. The library has a large tower that runs all the way up the middle of the building that's labeled as the Tower of Babel. The gymnasium has a statue of a,
The Tower of Babel?
it has a statue of a, like, I'm trying to think of how to, like, describe, basically just, like, a fucking football, like, I mean, like, classic football, you know, the black and white checkered football with, like, a swoosh, as if it's been, like, kicked, kinda. And that statue is,
Soccer ball?
yes, soccer, football.
I'm still fucking floored over the Tower of Babel. I thought God got rid of that motherfucker.
So it's a football with a swooshy. The greenhouse has a large bronze tree. The science facility has basically a plasma ball, a giant plasma ball in the middle.
Wait,
like,
why bronze? Why bronze?
it's a giant bronze tree.
Man could have an actual tree, but they have one made out of bronze.
Well, they do have a bunch of real trees in the greenhouse, but the statue is a
yeah.
bronze tree.
Why should it be? Why does it have to be a statue? It's a greenhouse. Just get like a really cool tree, get like a redwood or some shit. You know, fuck it up.
The computer lab has a, you know, those like really old like rotary computers. It's got a big old aluminum statue of one of those. The theater has the classic, like, Shakespearean masks. Has a large statue that sits over the entrance, like, you know. The law halls have a, like, in the very middle, right here, is, like, a big gavel. But also the entire, like, stone walkway has carvings that seem to mimic the layout of a classical courtroom.
That's cool.
And then the art hall has a big old concrete statue of just, like, an art, not easel, the thing you put your paint on. I'm blanking what those are called. But, and then the mess hall and dormitories don't have, any statues for themselves. But in the middle of the academy is a very, very large bell tower. I'm talking like Statue of Liberty height bell tower.
Oh, fuck. Oh, okay.
Ow! I just want to take my drink and hit my mug on my teeth.
Get fucked.
Nerd.
Yeah, at the corners of the tower, there's a statue of a bear, a crow, a squid, and man at the four corners, sort of like supporting it. But other than that, the entire tower is almost completely featureless, just getting a little bit more narrow as it gets taller. And like then it opens up to like windows where you can see the bell tower, and then it points off at the top, forming a appearance similar to that of a obelisk. You know.
Oh, I love me some obelisks, dude.
But your day, like I said, is spent going around, just being given an idea of everything. The gymnasium, the inside of the gymnasium is basically just a big court similar to the running court here. And there's also indoor pools to accompany these outdoor pools.
What I'm hearing is some motherfucker rich as shit.
And so, do you guys do anything else that you think would be worth mentioning throughout the day?
I wish to visit the library.
I
The
wish to
library.
visit- I wish to visit the gym, gym, gum.
The gymnasium.
What do you guys do during the time in which you visit the Gaiman Larber?
I wish to look up stuff about Well, did we already go through the library?
Last session you did a little bit in the library.
Fuck.
I'm gonna ask if anyone can help me train my wings.
In the gym?
I want to look up stuff about stone and building and architecture.
Alright.
I
Let's
have
see
a
here.
plan in motion. in
So
mind.
your intuition is 4.
Huh?
Sorry, I was
You're
looking at
not talking to
Izumo.
me.
My bad. I meant you. I was looking at the wrong character. Your intuition is 6. I'm going to do a little bit of an intuition check, which, to quickly reiterate this, your tokens can be spent on adding dice to a roll, but you have to say that you want them to be added before the roll occurs. They can also be used to decrease damage in the moment you take it. Those are the uses that those got. So I'm going to do an intuition check for you as you look for those books.
Alright.
Okay. Boop, boop. By the way, I've discovered Google's inbuilt dice roller. Absolutely fantastic. Exactly the kind of digital dice roller I needed, and is nowhere near as intensive on my computer as using Tabletop Simulator like I previously did. Because, as much as I like to use physical dice, I don't own 20 D10s.
Unfortunate.
One day, when I sell this system full sale, like, when you get a full book, my plan is that, like, there'll be various versions. You can just get a digital download, you can get a just a book, or you can get, like, a full purchase version, which is a full book, accompanying, like, accoutrement, like, fucking, like, like, DMs, shields, and stuff like that. But also a set of 20 D10s that have a color scheme depending on the version you've purchased.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You're gonna tell me more about that later.
But so you got a pretty fucking good success range. So you're very easily able to find numerous books. What was it you were looking for again? Stone and concrete, or
Architecture, things like that.
you find a bunch of books talking about, like, architecture throughout history and such. And, like, due to your analyze power, you don't need to spend very much time looking at any of the books. You open to a page and you just turn, and you're absorbing that knowledge, you know?
Yes. Yes. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Izumo, there's no one there that can help you with training with your wings. You're told, the gym teacher there actually specifically tells you that you might have your best luck if you went and checked with the, biology lab and just asked about your own anatomy, and maybe they could help you.
Right.
But, eventually, like, you guys aren't able to, like, spend huge amounts of time in any of the locations as you're, like, walked from place to place and given a rundown of, like, how the courses work and everything. And you soon arrive, as the day starts to come to a close, arrive back at the dormitory, has the, bell tower rings, how many times? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 21 times, as you're in the dormitory. Has, like, you guys arrive, like, just before that starts happening, and Lex explains, that is curfew, so when you hear 20 rings, you should start heading home. You need to be in the dorm by the time the 21 rings go off. And when there's a set of 22 rings, you need to be in your room already. You are not, like, that is the curfew situation, and it's best to not break it.
Okay, so I've got to go home is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, well, you guys are in the dorms as he's explaining this, heading to your room.
Okay.
And
I had bottom bunk, right?
yes. As you guys go into your room, you can see that, Joshua, who you have not seen since this morning, is there. Again, to once again describe him, he's sort of like a thinner, ratty-looking guy with very, like, short brown hair. Did we ever mention what Joshua's ability was?
No, I don't remember.
We had mentioned
No.
Lex's, if I recall, which was,
Being strong.
yeah, strong. Oh, no, it wasn't it wasn't strong. He's just a strong guy. His power was that he could melt things. Anything. Even things that aren't normally supposed to melt. God, I think I mentioned Joshua's power. I may have mentioned Joshua's powers in part 1.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't remember if I mentioned them. And I may end up saying something different now, because, like a fool, I didn't have all of my notes finished by the time we did the first session. Hence why in DMs sorry, I knocked a wire out. Hence why in DMs I was asking you guys if you remembered the characters' names a couple days ago. Because I didn't have all my notes finished. Yes, session 1 I sort of rushed into a little faster than I probably should have. But I was
go back and rewatch the VOD.
Oh god, I'd have to skim through for the one moment in which we said that if he had a power.
Just ask Arm to do it.
Right now, dude, I'm saying right now I needed to know what his power was, and I don't I just realized I didn't think to go back and look for that information when I was taking my finalized notes. So I'm probably gonna change his power now from what it was said, because I think you asked Lex what it was last time. I'm just saying that for the sake of anybody who's like, that's not what he said in episode 1.
I asked him because he asked me what my power was. I'm like, what's your power first? I don't trust you.
So, anyway, Joshua's power may change between episode 1 and 2, and it's down to me being incompetent. Don't worry about it. Anyway, because I wrote down all my notes, I gave Joshua power, and then I just realized now I might have already given him a different power in session 1 that I forgot about.
So what's Josh's power now?
You don't know. You'll have to ask. Anyway, you guys arrive in the your room, and Josh is already there, and he looks up and he's like, "Oh, you've met Lex."
So I have.
I'm gonna give them a thumbs
far
up.
away.
Yes, we've met Lex.
He seems to be nervously looking across all 3 of you, and Lexi's like, "Don't worry, we can try. I think we can trust them. At the very least, we can take the risk of trusting them. Worst case scenario, we disappear like our last roommates, right?" He chuckles a little.
Isn't that just a dream?
Okay, I know that, I didn't clean up after eating some raisin cookies, but, you guys can trust me to be clean, okay? I'm not a filthy animal. Don't look at me like that.
I'm just looking straight at Azumo, just like, what in the fuck?
Just gonna, for both of ya.
God, you should have a super coin, Ollie.
Yeah, at some point that might be a thing I'll have to look into.
When someone gets 10, they get a super coin.
A super coin.
Run it as they can make any roll.
I'll give you a Sigma coin.
A Sigma, no.
Not the
Sigma nuts.
coin.
Oh, Gotti!
You can make it to where the Sigma coin, I guess, whatever.
Sigma nuts.
That's what I'm gonna call it. Is if they want to do something, it's automatically a success or some shit. Yo, who is this? Oh wait, I'm not trying to chase you away. I'm curious.
Hello, Mr. Peanut on the phone. Today we're streaming tabletop campaign. He followed me last night when I was doing Hearts of Iron.
Oh, that's cool as shit.
Yeah,
What's up, dude?
We're doing tabletop RPG at the moment. In a setting and system that I created myself. Anyway. So where were we? We were at the, so you guys arrived back in your room, which, Here, here's a quick rundown of the system for Mr. Peanut who's joined the chat, as well as for anybody who needs a refresher. The setting is Exturna University. It is set within a college campus, mild sci-fi and mystery themes, as evident by the fact that one of the players is a Birdman, another player can analyze things, and they have a roommate that can melt things that he touches. Basically, think X-Men Academy, but they can't leave and they don't know how they got here. So anyway, just gonna. Ooh, it's lagging a little bit.
Uh-oh.
It doesn't like me selecting that many pixels at once.
Getting a little spicy. Oh, that is awful. Holy shit.
Hold on. There we go, now it's working right. I just want to drag this up a little bit.
So, hold on. What the fuck is Vivette Memorti again?
Oh, I'm on the wrong layer.
I looked it up before, I forgot what the fuck it means. Alright. It means live to die. What does UEL mean?
Anyway.
Oh my god.
So as you guys arrive in your, or as you're in your room, like I said, Joshua was looking back and forth, like all of you nervously.
Upper
He said,
explosive limits?
What? Alright, never mind. He had said,
UEL, it stands for upper explosive limits.
he had said that he's clean, and then Zed made his whole joke about not being a filthy animal, and everybody just sort of looks at him for a moment like the full kind of look. Like,
does it mean an extremely whack person?
And Joshua's like, great. We're fucked, right? We're fucked. Dude, calm down. Lex walks and puts his shoulder. Listen, we'll just carry on like we have been. And I mean, I'm sure they're fine. What do you mean you're sure they're fine? How do we know they're not plants? You already talked to them about everything, haven't you?
I'm a
Josh. Hey, Josh.
What?
He's already, like, literally explained it all, so regardless of who we are, that ship has sailed and sunk, and now you're here.
I guess I've never really heard cases of plants before being placed.
They're probably so overconfident in their ability to take care of anyone and anything that might go wrong in their fucking fucked up little prison society. They won't even imagine it, because to them it doesn't matter. You're not going to succeed anyway.
This room could use a houseplant, though. Like a fern, you know?
You could get, like, one of those, like, trees and put it in the corner, you know? One of them fake
like
trees.
a little bonsai tree?
It's
or
got, like, a bonsai tree? Yeah, it's pretty good.
Oh.
Well, hang on. So, Josh, listen here. This guy here, he can fly. Yeah, the wings kind of tipped me off. No, I mean, he flew. He went up. And he saw over the walls. Wait, you saw over the walls?
Yeah, I saw over the
Homeboy, there ain't shit out there.
Did you see over the walls?
What's out there? What's out there?
Okay, so not gonna lie, it's kind of boring. All I saw was just like a bunch of forest, you know. That's it. It's just forest for like miles and miles around. And then I landed back down because I didn't want to, you know, get shot or be expelled.
Just forest? Man, could you just fly out? Could you just get out of there and find us help? What? Who's to say that it's not something? Dude, you know that they have the towers. If he tries to fly out, they'll probably just shoot him out of the sky. You're right.
I know I'm a bird brain, but you know, I mean, I have enough raisins in here to know that flying out is me go boom boom.
So while we're talking about this is on my character's talking. So while we're talking about, you know, his ability to fly over walls and stuff, I can look at stuff and understand it, and so I want to go look at the walls to see if I can figure something out.
Wait, you can just... What do you mean look at stuff and understand it?
I'm gonna analyze, Josh. Go ahead, I'm gonna use one of my coins.
You're gonna use one of your coins?
Yeah, I want to know how far this will go.
So, again, it's worth mentioning, you cannot deduce things that would not logically be within your own realm of knowledge, which is why it's an intuition observation check.
Right.
Ooh, I just realized, hang on, I'm gonna turn off
Also,
the
real
labels.
quick, while you're doing that, UEL, was an Israelite. He's a Judean who was taken a forward woman during the exile. Is that what it stands for?
What?
Desiring God. Is that what it means?
I'm not gonna just give you the answers, my dude.
Why?
So as you analyze Josh, you know, he's still in uniform. It's a cotton polyester blend with a silk inlay, just like yours.
Okay, I'm just gonna be listing this off.
The area around the like sleeve has been frayed, as if it's been fidgeted and tugged at quite often on both sleeves. His hair is a little a little unkempt. The implication that he's been trying to make it look somewhat okay, but not putting heavy effort in. He's got while it's not immediately apparent, he clearly has a degree of lean musculature underneath his outfit, despite his smaller build. You'd expect that he could probably run a good distance and maybe even lift a little bit more than the average person, but nothing too impressive. He's clearly growing more and more disconcerted as you list off these facts. A little bit of sweat on his palms. And he suddenly seems to be getting what appears to be a realization, and you think you see excitement form in his eyes. At which point he says, "Yeah, there's excitement in there's excitement in my eyes." Dude, this might be exactly what we fucking needed. I know, right? It's like they just dropped exactly what we needed in our lap, which now I understand why you're suspicious. It seems weird that we were given exactly what we needed out of nowhere.
No more sweating.
I mean,
Look, I woke up here today without knowledge of who I was or where I am, with the ability to just understand shit. I'm tripping harder than you are.
I mean,
You mean X?
I guess it's no more unusual than when David showed up right when we needed to get through the stone. Yeah.
Who's that?
I wonder if they're specifically dropping kids in places where they know they'd help out, just to see how far we could go. Which may mean they know everything we're doing right now, and they're letting it happen just to see what happens.
So what if there's a security camera?
They're all just like looking at you. They're all just looking at you, Dexter, nervously.
I'm sorry, no, did you not hear what Zed said?
Yeah, what if this is a security camera?
I thought he said, what is a security camera?
No, what?
Oh, that's why
Wait,
I'm
guys!
laughing.
Don't you get it?
What?
Zed is the security camera. Izumo's
He's a bird!
a bird.
It's for the bourgeoisie!
Ronald Reagan killed him in the 1980s.
The birds work for the bourgeoisie. Double spy.
But
Get on that.
yeah, they all look at you nervously as you say that. So what?
What?
Like this is all just some big test?
I guess. I mean, it makes some sort of fucked up sense, doesn't it?
Then why would they be killing us? Killing some of us? Lex looks over. Wait, that's right. You don't know that bit. God, please just stop being smart for 2 seconds so we can get you caught up to where we are.
Alright.
I'm not smart.
Okay.
You want a
Here.
reason?
Sure. Yeah, this makes you dumb, right? And I'll pop one in my mouth.
Wait, what is it?
No, it's
a raisin.
Oh.
Raisins. I mean, I'm just gonna like sit crisscross applesauce on the floor, eating like my little package of raisins.
God.
Like, okay.
I love...
I'm gonna sit on my bed and just, hang out.
Are you sure Izumo wasn't supposed to have lower intuition? I'm being mean.
Wait, Well, what is a 4 in this world?
5 is human average, so he's just below average.
You could only be human average in like roughly 2 things, sort of.
Yeah. That was intentional.
Yeah, it looks like Izumo is just gonna be like more on like the physically fit side this time.
I'm smart and nimble-ish.
I mean, you're not your average nimbleness. You're both
Yeah.
incredibly socially inept.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it kind of
That's
makes
just
sense. We got
reflective reality.
it's just a giant bird and a guy with Asperger's, so it kind of makes sense.
Oh, I need to look up what all that entails.
You've met me, right?
I have.
That's what Asperger's entails.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh no.
Anyway, to get back on track. Jeez, I was wondering why last session we went 2 hours and got nowhere. We're almost an hour in already.
What?
We're more than 40 minutes in.
Wow.
Okay.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Catch up my character eating raisins before he runs
So-
out and moves on.
Anyway.
To the snickerdoodles.
Jesus. So they look to you guys like, alright. We need to make our way to, we need to, I can use words.
Okay.
We need to make our way down to the, my brain keeps trying to say auditorium, but auditorium's not the word. The outdoor theater, there's a word for it that I'm blanking on because I'm dumb brain right now. Pavilion, not pavilion.
Pavilion?
What'd you say?
I just said pavilion, but differently.
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater.
There you go.
Yes, Izumo, you get a fucking token.
Amphitheater. more
He's
like
got 9. One more, he gets the super token, the Sigma token.
Amphitheater.
Sigma
more
balls.
Sigma dick.
Amphitheater, more like amphitheatre. Ooh. Take
So-
that, theater kids. I'm making fun of you.
Yeah. This yeah. Yeah, we need to make our way to the amphitheater.
Wait, Zed gets to be a mod?
What?
Nothing.
Nice.
I'm looking at your chat. I just realized Zed's got the little mod
Oh,
icon.
did I never make you a moderator? Let me make you a moderator.
No.
Why
I'm
not?
a mod in Koopa. In Koopa's on.
How do I make
I
you a
don't know. I already
moderator
forgot what I
again?
said. I don't know. Get wrecked. Hey, I'm a mod in Koopa's stream. How about that?
How the fuck do I make you a moderator again?
I think you click on me. Edit chat identity. Bro.
Oops. You've got Prime Gaming? Fucking nerd.
VR. Well, it's because I got fucking... Suck my dick. It's because I got Amazon Prime, you weak sauce little bitch.
Supporting the corporations like a loser.
Yeah. Well.
How do I make you a moderator?
Bro, fuck if I know. I just work here.
I almost accidentally timed you out instead.
That'd be funny as fuck.
Well, I'll figure out to do that another time off stream, because we're already almost 50 minutes in.
Yeah, we should probably do
The
that.
more distractions, the better.
So anyway,
Alright, so yes. Floor, raisin,
yes.
board lunch.
Bed,
Go.
sitting, chilling.
Yeah. So they mention like we gotta go to the well, we just established what it's called.
Amphitheater.
Amphitheater. Thank you. Have another I'm kidding. We gotta get to the
Dude.
amphitheater.
Okay. So what about people getting murdered? Because I feel like we just kind of skimmed over that very important detail.
They're like still in full uniform, and like he just opened the door as he said that, and like the two of them were getting ready to walk out. So like as you guys are talking still, you're walking down the hall, and it's like anybody who gets too close to the walls, they get shot.
Oh shit.
The guys out there, we had talked about this before. They're not human.
They my theory that they're all the old students that got kidnapped and turned into some horrific monstrosities.
Yeah. They all look kind of like men in SWAT gear. You know, the whole 3 green glowing eye thing, black uniforms, Kevlar vests, the whole shebang. But they talk in this clicking sound.
Dude, I'm telling you, they're monsters. They're the students that they don't like, that got too close to whatever, and they're like, time to work for us for the rest of your pitiful, meaningless existence, which is now forever because we've made you immortal. And monsters, like drones.
Well,
I bet they're drones.
Monsters are using us as livestock.
I wonder if...
Wait, if
So,
they're using us as livestock,
what
does that mean
if
they
these
can-
students they don't like, Guy Cal, whatever, what if they have some way to extract their abilities? And what if, like, there's like the council or whatever, what if they're just hoarding all these different abilities?
this guy just loves
And the
theorizing, doesn't he? Yeah, he's been doing that since I met him.
The entire point of this school is to develop super powerful abilities and then take them and then have them,
Does that mean they can milk me for livestock?
This is a safe for work street.
So sorry.
I can
bird milk.
With that said, you need some milk, and man, I'm right here. I've got some experience.
What do you mean you have experience? You don't have a dick.
I know.
Wait, so no, my character's gonna actually be like, or like, because I'm a bird, will they like get eggs out of me and use them for their omelet?
Everybody just looks at you.
He's got the super one. He's got the Sigma coin. Everybody.
Sigma nuts.
Oh, yeah.
So anyway, yeah, they just look at you confused, like, alright, but we're gonna have to keep our voice down once we get out here, okay? After 2100, the guards at the walls, they come and start to patrol out out around the academy grounds. But
so you're telling me that the best time to go look at the wall is when they're here patrolling the academy grounds?
There's stuff that we can only get to during the night.
Okay.
They continue leading on. They're like, but we found a way that's pretty safe to get out of the dormitories. And you guys, you've been making your way down the staircase the whole time, and you're now like walking through the bottom floor. Now, the bottom floor of every dorm room, you've already sort of experienced this. You experienced it, Izumo, when you got injured.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically just a big communal area. There's no bedrooms on the bottom floor. It's a lot of like sitting areas and areas where people can interact and like
kitchens and like shit.
Yeah, and like straight up basically a small scare nurse's office with no staff. Cuz you guys have to take care of your own wounds. But
Okay.
so as you walk through that, they head over to like the pantry, and they go in, and then Lex shifts aside a cupboard, and behind it is an old metal door, which
this is just suspicious.
It's an old boiler.
I want to
room.
analyze it. I want to analyze the door.
Okay. Do. So. It's Castile.
That's all I know.
Pretty standard build. It's got like, those ones where one side there's a little handle you pull, but the other side there's like the push thing that sinks in, and it's got like the little bars that run up the sides of it, so it closes slowly. Yeah. It's one of those doors.
Okay.
As they push it open, you guys step through, and he says, "This is an old boiler room."
Imagine I literally know what's on the other side of the door before it opens. God.
Actually, not. You know what? No, you would be able to know that. You can tell it's a boiler room. With your check, you know that it's a boiler room on the other side as they are pushing it open.
Oh, a boiler room. Cool.
Exactly. And you see, yeah, like I said, it's a boiler room, and you can see, like it's a couple steps downward, almost like sinking itself into the ground a little, rather than being on ground level, and then it's boiler room, and you can see down on the ground, there's a tiny window. It looks like it's barely big enough for Lex to be able to fit through.
Tiny window. The boiler room, is it working?
You look over, and yeah, it seems to be running totally fine.
Does anyone ever do maintenance on it?
If anybody does come and do it, we've never seen it.
Analyze the boiler. Roll more dice, we dice monkey.
I'm sorry, what? What are you saying?
Oh boy, it's a boiler, all right. It's heating up water, and it's made of steel. It's got a temperature gauge and a pressure gauge and pipes. It's a boiler.
See, personally, I wouldn't know what the fuck any of that shit does.
But your character with your intuition check, yeah, you have a rough idea how a boiler works.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
if this thing was broken and needed fixing, you could do it. Or if it was working and it needed breaking, you could do it.
Perfect. Hey, I know how to break this.
Why would you?
Why
We don't-
do that?
We don't need it broken.
Yet. Can boilers blow up?
Yes, if you seal all their like pressure thing, like seal all the pressure releases, pressure will build up and they'll explode.
If we ever need to blow it up, I know how to do it.
We don't need to blow anything up. Jesus.
Yet.
I really don't like these two. Like Joshua looking nervous.
Hey.
Look,
I'm not
Josh,
the
I'm
one
just gonna
that
I'm gonna
likes-
clap him on the shoulder. You're stuck in some sort of school prison. Might as well say fuck it, you know?
What were you gonna say, Izumo?
I'm gonna hand him a raisin. I'm just gonna be like, just so you know, I may be dumb, but I'm not homicidal. I'm giving you raisins of friendship.
Hey, I'm not homicidal either. I'm just saying.
Joshua nods and thanks you for the raisin as he takes it and puts it in his pocket.
Eat the fucking raisin.
He pulls it.
Hold on,
out.
hold on. I need to draw this now.
He nervously takes it out of his pocket and eats it. Like, I'm imagining you, like, sliding it off. It's close in on his face, and you just slide in from the side of the screen, your beak right up near him. Eat it.
You want to know what's even better? Zoom out. Picture me with my little beak, like whispering into his ear. Now give me googly eyes, looking in two different directions.
Baby, let me whisper in your ear.
Hey, little mommy, let me whisper in here. Yes.
I coughed because a raisin fell down my windpipe.
Jesus.
Sounds like a fucking squeaky toy.
So anyway, you guys fucking... They all look like, the two of them are, like, or Joshua looks just like, what the fuck? But fucking Lex is just like, yeah. He's totally on board with you guys.
I love him. Josh is just a fucking pussy, dude.
So you guys slip out through the little boiler room window, which takes you out right around, so your guys' dorm building is this one here. I think you guys might be slightly behind, but you'll see in a moment. And it takes you out, right down here in the you're in the bottom left corner most house of your region, and it takes you out in the bottom left corner, facing in the direction of the greenhouse.
Alright.
Which, yeah, okay, yeah, I thought you can see, there's like a series of like trees and foliage, like those little brown dots are the stumps of trees essentially, or the middle part of a tree. Stump is when you chop them down. What's the middle of a tree called when it's still alive? Because when you chop them down, it becomes a stump and a log. But what is it when it's still?
It's just a tree, dude.
Huh. But like the branches are called branches.
Yeah.
Does the middle not have a specific name?
No, because that's the fucking tree, dude.
Huh.
That is the tree.
Huh. But yeah, so you guys slip out and basically are like hunched down and like walking through the foliage, and they like, or Josh gives you guys like a shush up kind of motion.
Mm-hmm.
And here's what I'm gonna do. Dexter has the lowest nimbleness.
What the fuck? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, you got a nimbleness of 5 compared to Izumo's nimbleness of 7.
No, I thought you were talking about between the 4 of us.
Oh yeah, between the 4 of you, you have the lowest.
Oh, fuck.
So I'm doing a nimbleness check for your stealth. Alright?
I'm gonna go ahead and use a coin.
Okay.
Use a coin as well, just in case.
You can't use coins on someone else's roll.
Oh, I was gonna use it on myself.
You're not rolling, just him. I'm only rolling the person who's the lowest, because that's... if the person who's lowest fails, we can assume... or it doesn't matter if everyone else passes, kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
So I'm to save time, only rolling for one of you.
Alright,
Okay.
don't get us killed. No pressure, Sleepy. That's the kind of noise a Scooby-Doo ghost would make.
Oh boy, let me tell you, it's a good thing you spent that coin.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh,
So, you guys are like sneaking through the fucking the brush, and you can see you can see what appears to be staff members walking around, like the teachers.
Okay.
But you notice there's no like weird SWAT guys like they mentioned.
Okay.
So you continue through the brush and push on, and soon you're basically making your way up the side of the fucking dorm area, and as you get to like the western exit of your dorm, you notice that there's a staff member standing right there at the doorway. Like, so if you had guys who tried to go out through the door, they would have seen you.
Okay.
You notice every now and again he seems to check a pocket watch. And then you hear it. 22 rings of the bell start to go off from the tower. And as that starts happening, he just walked forward and enters the dorm. And as that happens, Lexi's like, when the stay in room curfew goes off, they start patrolling the halls of the dorms. And you guys walk across the path there, and he says, "That's our moment to slip past them, or that's our moment to slip past here."
All right.
And with that, you make your way further up, and then they sort of like look back and forth, wait for a moment. So they seem to wait until a staff member walks by here, like the statue. And as they walk by the statue is when they start sneaking forward, and you guys go down towards the amphitheater. And you may recall, at the start of your first day, when you were in the amphitheater looking out, you could see on the stage a large square in the concrete.
Alright.
Which you guys are approaching now. And as you go up to it, you guys like kneel down by it, and the square you know how there's like the pedestal things that stages would have, like with like a mic on it.
Right. Yeah.
There's one of those set up, and as you guys approach, Lex sort of lifts the thing up, and Joshua reaches underneath, and you hear what sounds like stone rubbing on stone, and then the square you guys are on starts to sink down. And you see as you sink down a little bit, basically a doorway closes above you.
Oh, I thought I saw. Wait, did I see this the first time?
You saw the square the first time, yes. But you never saw it open or anything.
I knew this motherfucker existed. I knew it. I saw it.
Good for you. You can see cracks in the ground.
Oh no, the concrete looked weird. Did you know that all of this, all like the concrete's one connected thing? It's like it was molded.
Huh.
Do you know how
Oh.
bizarre that is?
Well, it definitely is all one connected thing. And as he says that...
Yeah, but no, it was like laid together. Like it was all one piece of concrete. It's a fucking architectural like masterpiece. It's physically it's impossible. It shouldn't have happened. Even the statues and shit.
Well, if I ever meet the construction workers who built the place, I'll give them my commendations.
No, what I'm saying is it's somebody's power.
You think they had someone with powers build this place? I guess that would make sense.
I'm thinking it was one of the people on the council. They had like probably some sort of stone manipulation, something like that. Just think about it. These walls, dude.
I was gonna actually say, as you slide down, you realize that the walls around you are the same kind of concrete, and you notice you're in a large cylinder or a large ovular room, roughly the same shape, or actually exactly the same shape as the not auditorium. Zed, what is it called? Amphitheater.
Why? Hey, this is literally the same shape as the amphitheater above us.
Yeah, there's an entire series of halls down here shaped exactly like the paths above. Now keep your fucking voice down. Things echo down here.
I'm gonna whisper to him. But don't you understand how amazing it is? Oh my god, what the fuck? This is all concrete, right, Ollie?
Yes, and it's all one perfectly molded, interconnected piece.
Dude, this is literally all one piece of concrete. Like, that's it. Don't you understand how fucking insane that is?
Alright, I'm gonna say for viewers' sake, let's not whisper. I know in character I'd said, I'm gonna give you a fucking token for the full-on remaining in character.
Don't you understand how amazing this is? It's physically fucking impossible.
And I'm also gonna give you one for the excitement of the concrete.
It is so fucking cool. I think it's cool as shit. It's such a cool little fucking detail, dude.
Yeah. So, as you guys go down, you basically start you step out into the main area and you start heading left. And they're like, patrols down here are a lot more scarce. I don't think they ever expected people to get down here.
Or maybe it's not as patrolled so that way people can come down here.
Again, not liking the theories.
Too bad. It's not just a theory, it's a game theory.
It's not just a theory, it's a game theory that I stole from Reddit. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching me stroke my ego for 30 minutes straight.
Oh my.
No!
Watch it so I
Up
continuously
next.
get the FNAF lore wrong over and over again.
Watch as I say literally every FNAF theory everybody has. If you throw enough shit at the wall, something'll stick.
And watch none of it be right, because
I'm 100% confident Scott Cawthorne is specifically fucking with the plot to confuse people.
Oh, that
We are an hour in. We should get back to this.
Right.
That franchise does not have a plot at all. It's just animatronics killing people, and he's just fucking with it, dude.
He's not even writing the new ones. But anyway, let's get on track like Zed said. So
now they have a story.
God, you guys start making your way through the halls, and you go over here, down, and they're sort of keeping their eyes looking around. And you turn off, and you notice right here where the path keeps going forward, there is what appears to be a way into a larger chamber, but you guys quickly just turn off that. I never added the doors to the computer lab between sessions. There's supposed to be a door up here and a door down here, and doors on the sides here. But yeah, so you guys head up over here, and you basically, you go to the doors into the computer lab. You know, what would be entering the computer lab area. And again, like, the other guys seem to, like, look back and forth nervously the whole time, trying to keep their eyes open for anything that might be about, and, like, they'll hold you guys back and then be like, alright, come on, kind of thing. They're guiding you. And it only takes a few moments for you to realize that once you enter this section, you're in what appears to basically be, like, a maze. Like, the paths and the turns are very, like, confusing to understand. It doesn't feel like it was a place that was meant to be navigated easily. You know?
Okay.
As you start walking through, Josh speaks up. He's like, alright. Usually in these areas, it seems under the computer lab, they get a lot less active. A few of the building's undersides are mazes. A few of them we've noticed clearly seem to be operational rooms. Like underneath the dorms, it's like some sort of barracks there where they keep all their weapons. And yes, we've tried taking them. They're bio-locked or something.
I wanna go into that barracks.
Are you gonna say that to them?
Yeah.
Maybe another time.
No, but like, what if I could unlock it?
And then what? And then
Take
what?
some weapons, dude.
And do what with them? Fight an army
Shoot
of
some-
who knows how many of those G-men?
They're called G-men.
I don't know. Everyone calls them something different. One of the girls from over in the Squid area call them bugs.
I'd call them night crawlers.
All we know is they're the scary guys that can shoot us.
What if we get to shoot back? Viva Revolution.
People, or he sort of like looks at you for a moment. He's like, if you want to get killed, go ahead to the barracks. The layout of the halls is pretty much the same as the path above. If you look at the map on your pamphlet, you'll be able to navigate that way.
Okay.
Oh,
The moment of truth, should I go off on my own and maybe actually completely fuck everything?
If you want to go off on
Okay.
your own, you can.
Yeah, I'm staying with the others.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna be smart. Oh, but I really don't
Joshua
want
and
to.
I have a raisin bond. Hello.
You motherfucker. I ate one of your goddamn raisins.
I'm gonna make a friendship bracelet from the digested raisins.
Yeah, maybe you are kind of fucking weird.
I don't say that. I don't say that. I don't say that.
So you guys continue
No.
making your way through the labyrinth, and as you
Yeah,
start going,
I'm-
it's like, every single computer lab has another maze underneath them. Every now and again they stop, and you notice they like look at the wall, and you can see there's like what looks to be stuff scratched into the walls. It's like people before us mapped out a lot of this down here. The attempt to escape has been going since long before our class. Every now and again they'll like turn and be moving around. And someone before us found their way through this maze and found what's in the middle and was able to get the word out to those who wanted to escape. And with that, you turn into a large room in the middle, and you see God, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. It's a large octagonal shaped room with a big like pillar thing in the middle that clearly looks like some sort of like computer of some kind. Like it's got little like it's got like glass sides where you can see all the circuitry and circuit boards and shit, and you could open them up to try and take out circuit boards and stuff to like work on it. Like it's some sort of like motherboard. And around it is 8 computers that can be interacted with, but the whole thing seems to be powered off. And as you as you guys step in, you notice that there's a couple of other people like in here. Sorry, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. There's a few other people in here who all seem to like look up a little bit, like nervously seeing you, and one steps forward. A young black woman, hair and dreadlocks like tied back in a ponytail, and she steps forward, like, Who the hell are these two? You're bringing more people without asking the rest of us first? Relax, relax. They're our new roommates. Your new roommates, so what? How do we know that they aren't plants? How do we know they're going to be on board with this whole thing?
I want to analyze this lady.
You're going to analyze her?
Yeah.
I'm
I'm gonna use a coin. I'm gonna use a coin.
Okay.
And I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do?
What? You're gonna...
I'm gonna do the same thing I did with Josh.
Hmm. Doot. 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 Okay. You go to analyze her?
Mhm.
And the moment you start trying to analyze her, it's like she's not there anymore. She's just a void in existence. There's nothing to be gained when looking at her.
I'm just gonna, I don't know what she's saying right now. I'm gonna go, hey, I have a question. What's your name?
What? Why the fuck does that matter?
Oh, you know what? It doesn't. I just want to know what your power is because you're literally a void in existence for me.
What?
You don't exist.
She looks back at the others. What the hell is this guy's deal? He might be exactly what we've been looking for, Megan. Lex is stepping forward.
Megan, hey, what's your power? Like, cause you're literally just like, what?
Are you like right up near her?
Yes.
She's like backing away. She's like, "Well, will you back or will you back off?" And she's sort of like, I imagine as they're getting close, she like grabs your arm and like twists it behind you, like sort of kind of thing, you know?
Oh, ow! I'm not into this. I'm not into getting bullied. Please stop.
I'm
She
gonna
lets go of you.
nudge Joshua. I'm gonna nudge Joshua, and I'm gonna be like, "What's your power? Do you exist?
What?
Or did I give raisins to someone who doesn't exist either?"
He just looks at you confused for a moment, and then Megan.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, I fucking love your character so much, Zed. As she twists your arm around, she then like pushes you away, and you stumble forward a little.
Ow, why would you do that? That's so violent.
Haha, bullying.
Shut up, you're a bird. Shut up, you're a bird.
He like walks forward. It's like, he can like understand shit in a way other people can't. That's his power. Oh, but you can't understand me.
Yeah, I know. That's what's blowing my mind. You're like a void in existence.
She lets out a sigh and she's like, if I don't want to, or my power is that if I don't want to be noticed, I'm not noticed. And things I don't want people noticing, they don't notice unless somebody explicitly points it out to them. That's how this whole place is kept out of sight. That's why this is our meeting room.
So like the Chamber of Secrets or like the room of requirement?
The room of what?
Requirement. I have no idea what that is, but that came to my mind.
What the hell is he talking about? Joshua is like, I think I know this one. It's Harry Potter. Lex looks over.
Potter?
Yeah, Lex looks over. What's Harry Potter? It's a book series, I think. They probably have it in the library, honestly.
Is it a guide on how to make pottery out of hair?
That sounds awful. And it sounds
or
like
is it about Bigfoot doing pottery?
God. Everybody just like look. Everybody in the room, I'll just look at you, confused for a moment.
Okay.
Listen, this Dexter, he might be able to help us figure out how to get this thing working.
What thing?
And I'm a bird.
This computer, like, again, they all look at you for a moment, Izumo, and then Megan, she's like, this computer was founded by somebody who came here before us. And, well...
Where's it at?
It's the big thing in the middle of the room.
Oh fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go up to it. I'm gonna analyze. I'm gonna go ahead and just use my 2 tokens.
Okay, I was gonna say, as you guys walk over there, you can see that there's like clearly been like scratched into the glass of one of the monitors, like written out. It says, "The key to escape is in." Sorry, the key to escape Wonderland can be found in Alice. Signed, and then it's a little drawing of a rabbit head scratched in.
Is that Bugs Bunny?
Real funny.
No,
Now, if you really have some sort of crazy power that can fix this thing, now's the time to do it before I kick your ass.
Hey, first of all, in this scenario, violence is not the answer. Because I just won't do it.
Big talk
that's
coming
your
from
loss.
Mr. Let's steal all their guns, Josh says. He wants to steal their guns?
That was in and this is yeah, of course. I bet I could figure out a way to take off the
what if we
the
don't
lock, the bio
argue
lock.
and
We could just use the weapons, you know?
what if we don't argue and we look at these wonderful raisin friendship bracelets that I made?
I like to think you've
promise
like
none of
literally
them-
making them on the side.
Yes.
Yeah, look, Miss Void in Existence isn't the most friendly, you know?
I'm gonna hand one to Joshua first. I'm gonna be like, "You're our first friend. Here you go."
He smiles a little bit and he's like, thanks.
Oh, John.
And then I'm gonna give one to Lex.
Huh. He smiles, or he sort of like looks at you and he's like, okay, and he puts it on.
And then I'm
As you start looking at the computer,
Mhm.
so you look it over, and this computer is way more advanced than anything you've ever seen. The circuitry in it is it's incomprehensible. The actual circuits, it's not like any printed computer circuit board you're familiar with, or you think you could ever be familiar with.
Okay.
The actual machine, the actual computer interface itself looks like something pulled straight out of like the 90s, though. So it's like old technology mixed with new. But you're able to realize something immediately as you're scanning over everything. Something's missing.
Okay.
Within the core of the machine itself, behind all of where all the circuit boards are stored, and as you realize that, you realize, like, there's glass panes in front of all the circuit boards. I imagine, like, you would be, like, I'm sorry if I'm sort of taking control of your character for a moment, but, like, you reach up, open the glass panel, and then you go over and there's a little, like, small latch thing that wouldn't be, like, you can't really see well, like, most people wouldn't be able to, that you push in, and you pull out the entire drawer that has the circuit chips on it on, like, a rolling, like, extending platform thing.
Yeah,
And now
okay,
you
I
can
know exactly what
basically-
you're talking about.
You can basically go into the middle of the fucking computer now, you know? And inside, there's 2 big spikes and a gap in, like a space in between them where it seems like something belongs.
Okay. So I'm assuming no one's ever been able to do this before?
Yeah, they're all looking at in amazement as you roll out the circuit thing.
Okay, so it's missing something in the middle, which is probably what that clue is hinting towards. What was it again?
It says, in order to escape Wonderland, you'll need the help of Alice.
Alice. Honestly, I had no idea what that was. Now my brain's going to some sort of maybe artificial intelligence, because this is a weird, incredibly advanced computer. Beyond anything I could probably ever really understand, at least right now. To understand more, I'm probably going to take some classes on, computer shit, read some books. It won't take too long.
Well, it's taking us a step further than we were before, she says as she looks over to Lex, and he's just got his arms folded and is nodding. He's like, you see? Now he just
Yeah,
needs
but
to
for
figure
real,
out whatever the
there's-
hell goes in the middle of there.
There's a massive gap. It's missing something. Fuck, I have no idea. This is wild. It's got a really fucking old interface, though. That needs to be updated.
Get word to the other teams. Tell them to look inside of their computers. See if they're all missing the middle too. She says that to
Yeah,
she says that to one of the others, like sort of like
Mhm.
like another broader built guy with like red hair that's a little bit curly, and he nods and he turns, and as he starts to run off, he just turns into like a mud puddle that runs across the ground.
Huh. Does he know how to open it?
They all saw you opening it, so now they know
Okay,
that there's
cool.
like a latch. But he just like flows
Um,
off like a mud puddle.
That's surprising. Y'all ever see what's that high school movie about superheroes? And one of like the sidekicks dudes was like an orange.
Sky High.
Sky
Oh,
High.
Sky High, Disney's movie that is accidentally in favor of fucking God, what's that like fucking the thing the Nazis really like the selective breeding of humans. What's that called?
Eugenics?
Eugenics. There's a bunch of accidental eugenics propaganda in that film.
Hysterical.
All
You sure
the-
it's accidental?
I mean, I assume it is, because it's not really on the nose, but it's like all of the fucking superheroes speak in a very pro-eugenics manner when you break it down.
Are you
Oh.
sure it was an accident? This
I
is
mean,
Disney.
it's a Disney film, but anyway. Fucking, But yeah, so he just, like, goes flying off, and they look over like, well, welcome aboard, Dexter. And, they look over at, Izumo. Who's the bird boy?
I mean, you've seen the outside already, past the walls.
You've seen past the walls?
Yeah. Throw some attention at this man. He's already done some shit too.
You know,
What's
it's
it like
very
out
nice seeing. It's forest. All forest.
there? All forest beyond the walls? Well, now we
I'm
have a
not
better
sure
idea
they-
of what we'll need when we try and get out.
I'm not sure if it's something for sure though, and I'm also not sure why I haven't been like disciplined yet because I flew pretty high, but
You didn't
They
fly as
didn't
high as
seem
the
to-
bell tower, is worth mentioning.
oh okay.
You flew above all the other buildings except the bell tower, which is leagues above all the other buildings.
Oh. But yeah, forest.
Huh. They're all sort of sitting there, like, looking on with interest, and they're like, well, guess we'd better get you caught up on everything. Welcome to the Broken Hearts.
Wait,
You guys need some scotch tape?
the broken hearts?
Yeah, because we're gonna break out of the academy and their symbol, and she taps the symbol that's stitched onto everybody's uniform, like the one on hers.
Did you guys come up with it, or is this a name passed down?
She paused. She's like, I had gotten it from I had learned it from the ones that came before me. I'm the senior most member right now. I've been here for 6 years.
You know that Alice from Alice in Wonderland fought the Queen of Hearts, I believe, right?
Huh. I suppose that makes sense. She looks over to the screen. Whoever scratched that in probably had something to do with the name.
Well, think about it. It's actually makes a lot of sense. We're essentially Alice in Wonderland, here to fight the Queen of Hearts, or I guess the Council, right? It's their logo.
Your whole
No.
analyzing thing is more than a power, ain't it, huh?
It is literally my personality.
Wait, if they're the Queen of Heart, I don't want to get beheaded. I'll be trying to do a rotisserie chicken.
And I guess that makes him a bird brain then, huh?
Look, we all need our God. What is that fucking rabbit called? Mad Hatter. That's not it.
The March Hare?
No.
Or
Is that what
Joshua
is that?
speaks up and he says, the March Hare?
Is that what he's called?
Mad Hatter, March Hare, and the something mouse. Anybody remember what the mouse
what an
is?
awful fucking name.
It-
Hey, who's the Mad Hatter?
hmm. How about we worry about getting nicknames later? We'll get you caught up on everything that we know.
Oh yes, give me more information so I can make more theories that makes Josh depressed.
So I've been here longer than anybody else. As far as I can tell, nobody's graduated their 6th year. So I'm really wanting to hurry up what we're doing here.
So I do have something to say. I did talk to some of the staff, and one of them said she'd graduated and then came back, and she's old. I forgot. Like, above, 70, I'd say. She's been working here 50 years. She graduated. She was here for the 30. Are we sure the people that have graduated are actually teachers?
What do you mean?
What if they're not? What if they're someone or something else?
As far as we've been told, all the staff here are people who graduated.
But think about it. These people are ancient in some cases, in most cases.
Yeah,
How
and
exactly
he's a
have they been around
bird.
for that long?
Things aren't exactly normal here, are they?
No, but there's something there with that. And just dismissing it as a fact of the school is ridiculous. We need to look at everything because this place is a motherfucking mystery.
Okay, then what do you see, or what do you think there is to gleam about the teachers here? That they're not actually
fact that
graduates, that they're just people who are brought in and claimed to be? And what does that say? That it truly is impossible to graduate? If so,
Yes,
then
and
I just want to get out of here even fucking sooner.
Yeah, I know. But that's something I want to point out. Do the teachers have abilities?
I've only seen a couple demonstrate the use of abilities. One of them ran real fast. Another one stopped something that was. Another one of them stopped a beaker that was knocked down before it hit the ground.
Has anybody seen the council at all? Ever?
None of us have ever seen the so-called council, wherever the hell they are. I wouldn't be surprised if they were completely off campus and were just being reported to remotely somehow. Although that being said, I've never
Perhaps.
seen any of the teachers writing any kind of reports or anything about us.
And then there's the weird fucking bug guys.
Yeah, the men in black.
Oh, another name for them. I'm gonna call them night crawlers.
Right,
I'm gonna
night
call them
crawlers.
duck hunters, because they're gonna shoot me and I'm a bird.
I played that game, Josh says.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I have no idea what we're talking about.
I just every time I remember something from before, it excites me a little.
Oh, it's all good.
Josh's memories of the outside are probably the most broken of any of us. It's almost entirely social media, or it's almost entirely media related. He doesn't have any personal past that he can call upon. But that being said,
I
he's
feel that.
probably our greatest source of outside here media. You name a game or movie, and either he's heard of it or it wasn't socially relevant. But anyway, in our time here, we've been able to map out most of the walkways. The halls down here almost perfectly match up with the walkways above. It seems as though a lot of the rooms, or a lot of the buildings, serve a mirrored purpose of sorts. The dormitories become barracks. The cafeteria looks almost like some sort of garbage treatment or sewage treatment facility. The science labs looks like. Sorry.
I do want to point out.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I do want to point out to all of you who I haven't told this to. The concrete here is all one piece.
God, you really love talking about the concrete, don't you? Josh says.
It's literally impossible. This cannot happen, and yet it is a thing.
What do you mean it's one piece?
It is literally just one piece of concrete.
So, like, it was all molded at the same time, including the tunnels?
Yes. Yes. It's just one piece.
Well, that's another...
There's no gap in it.
That's another thing that's... Or that's another thing to add to the weird as fucking shit about this place. That's another thing I know about. That show.
That's a show?
One Piece.
What show? What?
Ollie, get a coin.
What's the one? What's the One Piece?
It's a show about treasure and pirates.
It sounds lame.
Gets a little contrived the further in you go.
I'm not a parrot, but am I allowed to watch it?
We don't have TV here.
Oh, what do you do in your free time?
Study.
Fuck.
Anyway, getting back to
I
the
just
new
have
guys
to read
caught up.
something and I understand it.
Getting
Wait,
the
are we
new
caught up?
guys caught back up on things again.
Sorry.
All of this is one interconnected thing. All of this stuff seems to be mirrors of what's above.
Mm-hmm.
As far as
Wait,
outside.
you said... Sorry, I hate to interrupt again. The barracks, are there beds in there? Or is it just, like, weapons and shit?
Just weapons. And
So,
some
the
class
men in black,
equipment.
they never sleep, right?
We've never seen them sleep.
Fuck. What the fuck?
But
Okay.
they all look near identical.
Dude, it's some
What if they're
weird shit.
clones?
Oh yeah, I told them my theory. My theory is that all the men in black are the students they didn't like or like got too close to getting out or some shit. So they kidnapped them, took their ability, which is a set of other theory I have, and then just use them as like mindless drone things to keep peace and do
Well, that
enforce
sounds
their will.
pleasant.
Yeah.
The closest we've gotten to seeing what they look like under the uniform was when Lex here caught one for us. He sort of like rubs the back of his neck a little bit. Wasn't the most pleasant experience.
But what did they look like?
He melted a hole through him. It's all, or was it just... They started leaking white goo. And they were almost completely hollow once we emptied him. It's
Did
why,
you guys not take
it's why
off the
some of the others
mask?
call them bugs. You can't take the masks off. It's all one thing.
So, were there any organs?
Just goo, my dude.
What
It's
if-
like when you have one of those Cadbury cream eggs and you poke a hole in it. I didn't like it. It was not pleasant
fuck is
opening them
that?
up.
my character's just gonna be like, okay, so I know I'm a bird brain and I'm not the theory guy, but what if they're not alive at all? What if they're really, really smart robots with goo inside of them?
But even robots have things like hydraulics and electronics. It's just a shell of whatever the hell they are filled with slime.
I'm gonna look at Dexter and be like, you said that was like a really advanced computer, right? And you analyzed it?
Sleepy?
Huh? Wait, what do you want me to analyze?
When you analyzed the supercomputer thingy, you saw that was really advanced, right?
Yes, it's incredibly advanced. It's far beyond anything I've ever seen before.
What if it's an advanced robot?
Well, did you hear me say that I think Alice might be some sort of artificial intelligence? And if the other three, I guess, computers are all missing something, then maybe... Hey, Megan, what's, is the same writing written on the other three computers? The same thing?
This was the
About-
only one with the message put on it.
There may be a chance that this is the only computer without something in it, and it's also keeping the other computers from working right. What if they're all interconnected?
I wouldn't be surprised if they were all connected together.
On that note, you might be onto something about the council not being here, because there's just a supercomputer at the 4 in the bottom of your school facility. No one ever graduates or gets past the 6th year, and they've got bug people here keeping them imprisoned. What if there's something else going on? What if this originally was a place for people with powers to grow and learn, and, eventually get introduced back in society after mastering their power? Something happened with the council and they either got killed or had to leave, and someone or something else took over. And now they don't want anyone to get too strong, so that way they can just get rid of them.
Knowing why we're here, I don't think matters as much as figuring out how the hell we got out. We could be theorizing about all that endlessly. And I don't have an endless amount of time. I only have I only have, and then you can faintly hear the ringing of a bell in the very distance. A little over 364 days before I get kicked out of here because I fail a test. And I don't want to know what happens when you fail the test.
I can help you study if you need to, just in case.
But even if we do get out of here, if what I saw is real, what are we gonna do when we get out into the forest? I mean, those bugmen are just gonna come after us, right?
Well, you've given us an advantage there. We know what to expect. We need survival gear, as much as we can get our hands on. We'll start stockpiling it down here, where where it's hidden from sight.
I guess when it's starting, when we get to leave, I can look more into the stuff for the barracks. Maybe we can take some weapons with us for self-defense.
That is worth checking out. That being said, though, our time down here is already starting to run low. We don't get much more than a few minutes down here before we have to start slipping away if we want to slip between the security checks with the right time. And if you don't want to be down here when daytime comes.
Why? What happens down here when it's daytime?
No one's ever come back who stayed here stayed here during the day.
Fuck. Even in this room?
Even in this room.
So they know about it.
I've thought about that previously. My power can keep things hidden where I'm around. So I don't, I'm pretty sure when I leave the room, it starts to lose its protection. I've sort of tested that on and off with a number of different classrooms. But it also seems if somebody just has enough intent of going to a location, they'll make their way here even if I'm trying to keep it hidden. It's why I haven't slipped out of the guards, it's why I haven't slipped past the guards on the wall. They have so much intent with their patrol of the walls. I'm sure that they would be able to walk right into my sphere of influence without, right into my sphere of influence. I wouldn't be able to stop them. I keep things hidden. I don't stop people from going to them entirely. Anyway, let's get going. Tomorrow you guys need to start your classes. Welcome to the real Exturna University.
Lovely.
And with that, I think we're gonna wrap up. Because we are approaching... Oh, we're at 1 hour and 39 minutes and somebody's knocking outside. Give me a moment.
Oh god. That's menacing. So Zed.
Yeah.
How you liking my character, man?
Your character sounds like he would wear glasses and go, actually.
Oh, he would. I'm just using this character to follow all the, inane and random fucking thought processes my brain goes through.
for the fun of it, you know.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, the knocking was something else.
All right.
But yeah, I think we're gonna wrap up there because we're getting close to the 2-hour mark.
Damn.
God, it's really crazy how much, like, very little progress can amount to so much fucking time.
Hell yeah, dude.
It feels like we've only gone through like 30 minutes of session.
But yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we're fucking yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope everybody listening enjoyed that. Ideally, we'll be doing this again same time next week on, around the same time next week on Thursday again. The upload of this will be going live on the 17th.
That's 7 days away.
Yeah. And when we go live, when we go live again, this is going to be the same day that this goes up, but the recording of this will go up early in the morning on the 17th, and then we'll be going live again on the 17th. So if people miss sessions, miss a live session, they can easily catch up on the day. Yeah. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye bye.
Boy, boy.
Wah.